The coach is kind of that, they're the adult on the team, but they don't have any stake in the grading of the students. So the students can feel comfortable with coming to the coach and making sure that they can come with concerns and they can ask questions without any fear of it harming their grade in a negative way.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was mostly the opportunity to give back to the program. The Rake School did so much for me, and Design Studio in particular did so much for me preparing for my first role, that I was excited to be able to give back some time and help some students going through the program now.
When asked to coach, I jumped at the chance. There is a bit of a daunting impression in that respect of like, well, it is Rakes. There's a pretty high bar being set, and there's a pretty high level of expectations for the students and for what's going to happen when they graduate.
When I was offered the coaching position, I had a few reservations because I was a fresh graduate. I said, boy, are the students even going to look at me as someone who knows anything? Well, it turns out that the coach is there, yes, for the experience aspect of it, but the coach is also there for moral support, someone to be a guide, someone who's been through it before, and I think I had a lot to offer them through that avenue.
The values that it provides students far outweigh anything that can probably comprehend, at least most students. And this is the closest that, as far as I know, the closest that a student get to the real world.
I think a large part of it is just having kind of that mentoring role. And I know when I first started doing software development, I had an internship for a semester in the summer. And there was one guy that really stepped in, and he was kind of my mentor. And so I just have even to this day, a real close affinity to, memories of working with him and learning new things.
The biggest thing that I could contribute, at least from my perspective, was just helping them ask the right questions. So I would listen to their conversations, or I would kind of observe the meetings they were having with their sponsor. And I would just see things based on experience that they just weren't thinking about, or they were missing. So I'd spend time with them after those meetings and just say, like, how about this? What did you think about this? Could you have asked more about this? So it was just kind of like problem solving and thinking about the questions they should be asking in order to get to the solution faster.
I went in, they had a question, and right away I was able to open up my computer, find the code sample of exactly what they had hit into because of my amount of experience, that I was able to give them a solution in 5 minutes that probably would have taken hours or days to try and come up with on their own.
I decided to be a Design Studio coach because when I was a student, I found the Design Studio coach to be a valuable member of every DS team. And so when the opportunity came up for me to be a coach, I knew I had to take it because I wanted to be that same valuable resource for future students.
Going into it, I found I connected with the students really well. I connected with the project really well. And I just really ended up enjoying my time with them.